What is the feminine anger test? The feminine anger test is when you're seeing a woman. Typically, this is earlier on. And what women will do is they will subconsciously test men they're with. Now, why do they do that? They do that because they want to assure themselves that you are a good pick for them. They cannot trust their own discernment, so they have to put you through these various tests to make sure that you qualify, to make sure that they actually are picking the right guy. And so one of them is called the feminine anger test. And so what they will do is they will get mad, really mad, angry even, over something minuscule or something that's not even real or existent, because they want to test your emotional stability. They want to test how you handle high stress, high pressure, high anxiety situations with them going aloof and going crazy over the fact that you were 5 minutes late, for example, or something else that's really, really small and minute. They will lose their minds on you. And again, guys, you have to understand, female behavior is mostly driven on autopilot, okay? They don't have much awareness. They don't have much calculation. Their calculation and their behavior is instinctual. It's subconscious. They do this without even knowing. It just comes out. And so we can't take it personally. We just have to know how to handle the situation. And so they'll go crazy on you for nothing, right? So the question is, why do they do this? Why do they get mad over nothing and cause a fight and do all of these things? They do it to test your frame. They do it to test the power. They do it to solidify in their own mind that they cannot manipulate and wave you. And when you fall victim to this, which I'm going to talk about the mistakes in a second, when you fall victim to the test, attraction goes down the drain. The worst part is you think you're doing the right thing, because I've made all these mistakes. Everything I talk about on this channel is from personal experience. It's all things I've done in the moment that I, hindsight, came to realize was the terrible way to go about something. So let's say she does it to you. I'll talk about the 3 mistakes that men make while handling the feminine anger test. And again, you're not going to hear this in school, but you need to know it, because you could really like a girl and she could do this out of instinct and everything's over now. So you don't want that to happen. Number 1, you're stuck in good guy programming. Most guys, most people in general, I believe, are good, okay? Especially when they like somebody. Especially when you meet a girl and she checks a lot of boxes. She's pretty, she's this, she's that. You have a good time with her. You get into a mode that you're hardwired to be in, which is the good guy programming. It's the nice guy programming. And so this guy, right, this version of you, the good guy, the nice guy, is a pleaser. It's a pleaser. It's somebody that wants to make her feel good because you like her and she makes you feel good. It's logical, it's linear, it makes sense. But the problem is women don't operate that way. And so when you go about this test, this anger test from that frame, your behavior is, I'm so sorry. Your behavior is, I got to do something. I got to explain myself. I don't want you to feel bad, to coddle them. That is your behavior, because you are operating from the mental frame of, I like you. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel good because you make me happy and I want to keep you. And all of these things that make perfect sense on paper. But if you know women, it's backwards. It's completely backwards. And so thinking logically like that is going to do you terribly, because that behavior, right? The apologizing, the explaining, well, I didn't mean to, right? And examples of this would be like, if she gets mad at you for being a little 5 minutes late, like we talked about, or if she gets mad at you for liking another girl's image on Instagram, okay? Or maybe she catches you checking out a girl while you guys are out getting a drink, for example, right? All these things are small, they're minute, they're not worthy of even a discussion, but she loses her mind. And so like for the Instagram example, right? The good guy would be like, no, you're right. I'm committed to you. I only like you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Don't feel bad. You're beautiful. You're more beautiful than her. I'll like every picture. I'll block her. That's the good guy programming, right? So the good guy programming from that mental frame jumps you into that behavior. And that behavior, sadly, only drives her away. That good guy behavior only makes her look at you like weak, like he failed the test. How is he going to protect and provide for me if he gets so emotionally wound up over me? And again, guys, how they think about this is on a subconscious level. They're not consciously thinking about this, okay? They go off their emotions, which derives from the subconscious mind. And so subconsciously, all of these things are happening. Mistake number 2, taking her serious and thinking that this is valid. A lot of guys care about a woman, they like her, right? They've been out with her a couple times, she'll start a fight, and they will take her seriously. Because they value her so much. They value her so much, so they take her so seriously, and they really want to get to the bottom of how she's feeling, and they really want her to be happy, and they think that this test is valid, that her feelings are valid, that everything she's saying should be taken literal, serious, and to the letter. Let me tell you why this is such a catastrophic mistake. Women don't even take themselves seriously. How many times have they said, I'm just a girl? All the time. Because they know deep down in their hearts, they're just like kids. You can't take them seriously. They're throwing a tantrum on a subconscious level to test your authority. It's not valid. It's not serious. Her point of an argument is not serious. It's not valid, guys. It's rooted in trying to put you in a situation to where you think it's valid. It's a smokescreen. It's not valid. Okay, just because you were 5 minutes late doesn't warrant this. Just because you liked an image doesn't warrant this. Just because of all of these other random dumb things that they get mad about does not mean it's valid. Does not mean she has the right to lose her fucking mind over it. Okay, they don't operate on reason or logic. You have to be the rock in the dynamic when it comes to right and wrong. When it comes to this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. It cannot be the woman, because they are emotional. It has to be you as the man. And when you waver on that, when you side with her, when you take her lead on what's right, what's wrong, what's justified, what's not justified, what's worth an argument, what's not worth an argument, you're cooked. She now has all the power, and it might not happen in the moment, but eventually she's going to look at you weaker. She's going to look at you like a guy that is not masculine, because the person dictating the terms of the relationship has to be the logical, the reasonable one. The guy has to determine what's worth the fight and not. If she does, you're so cooked. Mistake number 3, most guys operate from a fear of loss, and this really hurts their behavior in these moments. So a lot of guys operate from scarcity because most guys suck with women. When you suck with women, you cling to the women you can finally get. Because dating is painful for you, meeting new women is painful for you, you're avoiding pain, that's human behavior. We go towards pleasure and run away from pain, but more so run away from pain. So guys in scarcity run away from the pain of dating, of trying to meet new women, of trying to get dates, of getting ghosted, of getting played, of getting rejected. So they finally meet a girl, and they want to avoid all of that. And so what they do is they settle. And with this specific example, what they do is when she gets mad, they will do everything not to lose her. They'll coddle her, they'll do this, they'll do that. They'll get weak, they'll get emotional, they'll start begging, please don't be mad at me, I'm sorry, I love you so much. We've all been there, right? That's their behavior, because they're in a constant state of fear of loss. They're in scarcity. They're afraid of losing her. And so no matter how illogical, no matter how irrational, no matter how delusional this fight is, that guy doesn't give a fuck because he is afraid, because he is in a fear state of losing her. And so he will bend over backwards no matter what she says to make this right. He could have done nothing at all. She gets mad at him, he'll buy her flowers just to appease and quote unquote retain. The problem is this guy doesn't understand, because he's in such a state of scarcity, everything he's doing actually guarantees he doesn't retain her. That's the backwards logic that he doesn't understand, because guys that don't get women don't understand this. This is why you have to listen to content like mine, because I'm telling you the truth, regardless of if you get a lot of women or not. You can take this and run with it. You can use the right practices, the right lessons. Don't operate from scarcity, operate from abundance. You have to have the leverage and be willing to walk away at any given moment from a woman. That is the only way she will love and respect you. I say this from decades of experience, okay? Decades. The only way a woman will love and admire and respect you is when you are willing to walk away from her stupid bullshit, like the feminine anger test. That is always illogical, it's always nonsensical, that makes no fucking sense. And you say, this is so dumb, I'm not talking to you, goodbye. We're gonna get into the fixes, but you know what I mean. If you're not willing to walk away, they will see how much power they have over you. They will see you as desperate, needy, emotional, feminine, and slowly but surely, maybe not immediately, they'll find somebody else. So now the question becomes, how do you handle this situation like a boss? How do you handle this situation seamlessly, so nothing comes from it, it doesn't happen again, nothing grows of it, etc.? Well, the first thing you have to absolutely do is you cannot react emotionally. When you react emotionally, you emulate a woman, and they see that as weak and unattractive. When you meet them head on and you're like, what do you mean, blah, 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 this isn't happening, why are you upset, blah, blah, blah. Why are you emotional? They're kids. Why are you taking her so literally? Why are you taking it serious? You have to have the top-down perspective as a man. You have to. That's why we exist. That's why they want us to lead them, because we have the top-down perspective to clearly see, this is dumb, this is silly, okay, right, yeah, ooh, all right, eat your food. That's what they want from a man. They don't want a guy that takes them literally. They don't want a guy that engages in this heated argument or this debate or this conversation with them when they get all angry. They want a guy to see right through their emotional little tantrum, right? And just say, okay, all right. Did you get it all out? You want to yell a little bit more? That's when they completely diffuse. Number 2, you never apologize or concede. Apologizing and conceding is signs of weakness. It's a sign that he has to pander to me to keep me. Therefore, he's not better than me. Therefore, I lose attraction. Therefore, I want to go find a guy that's better than me. That's what that shows. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they say, all you have to do is apologize and I won't be mad. You just pinch their little cheek and say, you're so cute. That's all you do. You don't apologize. You just talk down to them in a playful, light way. Their little cheek, obviously their face cheek, pat them on the head, be like, you're a silly goose. That's it. You don't apologize, you never concede. Number 3, you can never take them seriously. Literally ever. Like as if your life depended on it. If you take their version of reality as valid and you agree with them and you say, you know what, you are right. I shouldn't have done that. You are right. You are right. Oh my goodness. This is a catastrophic mistake. Let me tell you why. Women know they are absolutely ridiculous. Women know that their perception of reality is complete false. When you agree with their perception of reality, they no longer trust your judgment on a subconscious level. Because men are the logical, rational ones that should see reality clearly, that should have the clearest perspective of what's actually going on. And when they're in the driver's seat of how you view reality as a man, they get repulsed. You can't do it. You have to handle these situations with finesse, with poise, comfort, and ease. Don't take them seriously. Relax. Be poised. Don't fall for it. It's just a little smokescreen. It's just a little flare-up of classic female behavior that they can't control because they want to test you. Most guys listen to content and still have a hard time executing and actually applying this stuff in their real life. If you want one-on-one tactical, like literally coaching on steroids, apply below. I don't accept everybody, but if you're a good fit, we'll have a conversation. And if you're not ready for coaching, check out my Unreadable Man protocol below. It's only $47, teaches you how to be irresistible to women. 3 videos, 20-page doc. I'll see you there.